Did you catch up with anything about the Grammys? Because I read stuff. I didn't watch, obviously, but...
All right, here's what I learned. Chappell Roan, Best New Artist.
Yeah, deserved.
Absolutely.
Absolutely deserved.
Beyonce Country Album.
Fucking deserved. Thank God.
Sabrina Carpenter Pop Album.
I like her. I think she's good.
Rap Album.
Kendrick Lamar.
Well,
let's fucking go.
I was gonna say the new artist who's the third woman to ever win it.
Oh, I don't know. I just was excited
about
Kendrick Lamar.
Doechii? I don't know him too.
What? You don't know Kendrick? He's doing the Super Bowl halftime.
No, Doechii. The new Doechii. Do you know who? Is that how you say it?
I don't know who you are saying. I don't know.
Best Rap Album was won by Doechii.
I thought it was Kendrick.
And maybe that's another one, but and then she performed and did that like weird crazy ass dance. Did you see that?
No.
And then did you see Kanye's wife naked?
We could skip that. I don't like it. Feels like sex trafficking. I don't like it. Why are you not talking about Kendrick Lamar, Brit? I'm so confused. Why?
I guess I missed Kendrick Lamar. I don't know.
He won Best Song, and his song was the diss track to Drake, where he calls him a pedophile, and it's not rude if it's real. And he's also going to perform at the halftime.
Wait, so if you're a Degrassi fan,
I am.
How do you deal with Drake hating?
Well, you know, when you're on Degrassi, you can do almost no wrong. But when you leave Degrassi, I give you a wave, and you're not immune. Okay, not immune. And Drake,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Did
you sing to Pink Pony Club? Pink Pony
I didn't,
Club.
but I love Pink Pony Club. I just thought that was like really fucking hysterical because that was like such a big thing, like a big feud. It's like the Tupac Biggie of our time, Bridge.
But with pedophiles.
Only one. Kendrick's not one. All right.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I was just like living my best life, catching up on all that.
Kendrick Lamar gets standing ovation as Drake diss track plays at Grammy.
And he's doing he's headlining the Super Bowl. So I'm just like, this is what we need in our lives. We need people who are nasty and making bad choices to be publicly shamed at the Grammys and the halftime Super Bowl and other places. Okay? We need to manifest this better.
Agreed.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Agreed.
That's all I have to say about Kendrick Lamar.
Sisters who've seen it. We are the sisters who've seen it. Sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop, sisters, sisters who've seen it.
Hello.
I got you, babe.
Hello.
Hello.
The day's repeating.
I got you, babe.
Hello.
Hello. All right, keep repeating this every morning, 6 a.m.
Yeah,
all day.
Welcome back, listeners.
Hi.
Welcome. It's not the same day, I think.
It feels like it.
Well, maybe. God damn it. Maybe a little bit. This movie, oh my God. I mean, we'll talk about it, but like...
It's like a little...
It feels like
deep.
A horror movie a little, but then also philosophical, but also I'm scared, but also love. But let me introduce ourselves, listeners, because we're not hanging out at Puxatawny. Oh God, I can't spell that. We're not there, okay?
I could definitely not spell that.
I tried to spell my notes, and Google's like, that's not right at all. All right, listeners. So we are the Sisters Who've Seen It, the podcast where two sisters who are not movie critics look back on some of our favorites throughout the years through a psychological, ethical, and familial lens. I'm Katie.
I'm Bridget.
And hey, I got you, babe. My one note was when the first time you hear it, I was like, well, thank God we're starting our hell day with Cher. Okay? At least that's getting us up on the right side of the bed. Am I right?
Who would not?
Bridge, what's the movie this week?
from 1993. That is the
Best year
for
for
movies. We line that up perfect.
The editing. Oh, yep.
It is starring Bill Murray, Groundhog Day.
Okay, let's take a pause. I thought we all called it Groundhog's Day.
Ooh, it is not plural.
Why? But like when you say that holiday, do you say? Isn't it?
No, I say Groundhog's Day.
Like possessive. Like the groundhog
Yeah.
owns the day. It's his day. So like,
but that's not what anyone else says.
But like, are they wrong?
Like, or I think I'm wrong.
No, I don't.
The time.
I don't think I am. I think I'm correct.
But when you Google Groundhog Day, it's not. There's no plurals.
Yeah, but it just sounds weird. It sounds informal. Okay, I'll get over it.
Okay,
All
all
right.
right.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. All right.
It is my synopsis.
Get after it.
All right. Well, the plot of this movie, listeners, is that we have Bill Murray, who's a weatherman, and we just did Snow Day recently, and Chevy Chase was a weatherman, and I kept thinking of Chevy Chase because I feel like him and Bill Murray are like kind of in the same category of, I don't know, actors, dare we say. So that was weird. And he basically is like kind of rude and like kind of like, ho hum, I'm better than everyone. I have to go to Puxatawny, PA. It's Groundhog. Only one Groundhog. It's not his day. Don't worry. And I got a report on if he sees his shadow and the whole rigmarole. And he's like, this sucks, blah, blah, blah. He has a new producer. Her name is Rita?
Yeah.
She doesn't look like a Rita to me. But
not a Rita.
No.
I felt like a Lisa.
Yeah, like some.
You know, or like an Annie.
Yeah. She's Andie MacDowell. She's not being stalked by Emilio Estevez in this movie.
Thank
God. Seeing Almost Fire, but she might be stalked by Bill Murray.
It's weird.
You know? Okay. So she's kind of like, yay, everything's great, whatever. And so basically he does his like day and then he's like, we gotta leave. And then they get snowed in because his weather report was wrong. LOL. Hashtag snow day. Okay. We've seen this before. All right. And Snowplow Man's there too because Chris Elliott's in this movie.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
You're right. There's a lot of
There's a lot of connections. I kept thinking of snow days so much. But pretty quickly, Bill Murray's like, what a crap day. Gotta go to bed. Well, guess what? His crap day repeats over and over and over, and he's stuck in the same day. And nobody else knows it's the same day except for him. So he's the only one that like has memory that it's repeating, and everyone else just keeps acting like it's a new day and life is normal. So it's like the movie goes in a lot of interesting directions because he's like mad and then he kind of like becomes reckless because he's like there's no consequences, and then he becomes like sad, and then he kind of is like, let me like make out and have sex, and then he's like, maybe I'll actually try to fall in love with my producer and get her to love me, and then he's like, maybe I'll like be evil and steal a groundhog, and then maybe I'll be like a good person and like help everybody. And basically like he does all of that. It's a lot. I don't even like
how long do you think he was in it?
I don't know.
There's theories on
I wondered if it was it 6 weeks worth? Like the groundhog
that would
saw.
be so cute.
Well, I thought that could have maybe been it because it was like the groundhog has like 6 more weeks of winter, and everyone's like, boo.
That is really cute.
Okay, that's not a theory.
People suggested like 70 to 80 years to 30 years to like
20
because he mastered like piano and all those other things. True. So they were like, how did he make ice sculptures that quickly?
I mean, that's a question. I had questions. Don't get me wrong. But then in the end, he somehow in one day has his producer fall in love with him, but it kind of feels a little like gaslighting. We'll talk about it.
It's creepy.
And then he wakes up and it's a new day. And then the movie's like, goodbye. We're fucking out.
Which, I'll tell you this. If they're really, like, you know, you're pushing back cheeseburgers all day. You feel nothing.
I mean,
you're, out and about having sexy time. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, you could have a couple years of fun. You'd get over it. And that was kind of why, like, people theorized this was such a long period of time. Because if it was like a week, somebody would just like party for a week and then be like, that was weird. Moving on.
Yeah, gotta go.
You can't, like, you get bored of partying for 30 years, you know?
Yeah.
If you never felt the next, the addiction of it or whatever.
He goes through, like, so many different, like, ways to view it, which I really liked, like, a lot. Because it was a little philosophical.
It was okay. So Harold Ramis.
Oh, we love him. Rest in peace.
He was the director
and the writer, I believe.
Okay, and who was Igor?
Yeah,
right.
Igor.
And him and Bill Murray are besties, but they like beefed in this movie. So they beefed so hard that they didn't talk for like 10 years up until Harold Ramis was about to die because they were just like sick of each other.
What were they beefing about?
Just like I think they were just like so close, and Bill Murray was just like a dickhead to him. And then Harold Ramis was like, fuck you. And then, because one of the reasons they fought the most is Harold Ramis wanted like fun and silly and comical. And Bill Murray was like, no, this is a deep philosophical movie. And they fought about it.
See, I would have thought it would have been the opposite. That Bill Murray would have been like, this is stupid and nothing matters. And then Harold would have been like, no. Oh,
and
so
also Harold Ramis wanted like Tom Hanks to play this. Chris Klein.
Tom Hanks would have been like good in this role.
Well, Tom Hanks turned it down because he said people would know I would end up being a good guy.
Oh.
Like, I haven't played the bad guy all the way through. They wouldn't like believe it.
Yeah.
Or be excited. They would just wait for it. I'm like, wow, so insightful. Yeah. And I never connected the dots that the Brian Doyle Murray, who was like the Puxatony Phil like announcer dude, is Bill Murray's brother. And like, I never knew that he was. Yeah, he's Bill Murray's brother, and he's been in all these films. He
was in Christmas Vacation. He was the boss that got kidnapped.
Yeah, he's in a zillion of movies, and he's Bill Murray's brother.
Oh my god, I never knew that either. Is he in Ghostbusters?
Maybe, for all we know.
Oh my god. There were a lot of recognizable character actors in this movie.
Yeah.
A really important one that we need to bring up is, and now, oh my god, now I'm not going to remember her name. Who's from Schitt's Creek, who was David's boss from the Blouse Barn. Do you remember her name? She was the waitress in this movie. Oh my god, what the fuck was her name?
Robin Duke?
Yeah, but what was the character?
Doris the waitress?
No, but in Schitt's Creek, Blouse Barn. Schitt's Creek. Wendy. She was Wendy.
Wow.
Oh god, it's so real. Her, and then the guy who was one of the like drunk guys that he like hangs out with the bowling alley, and then they go like drunk driving.
Yeah.
Stay with me. It was Cindy from the first Scary Movie. It was her dad. And that's a reference, y'all. Okay? Ow. The deep lore listeners know.
Holy cannoli.
I'm not sorry. Okay. Well, I don't really... Oh, and Stanford Blatch. Here's a note. Stanford Blatch was in the beginning of the movie.
Wait, okay, I saw that and I was like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to guarantee you didn't even notice it, a young Michael Shannon.
Wait, was he the guy who was like, thanks for helping us get married?
Yeah. They're like newlyweds.
Okay, now that you say that, yes.
How insane is that?
Oh my god.
And then Stephen Tobolewsky, I watched so many like TV series that he always like becomes a character in, and I freaking love him. I think he is.
Who was he?
He was so annoying in this film. He was the one selling life insurance.
Oh, Ned Rarson.
But he is such a fucking funny character in any like TV series he becomes a part of, because he always plays like the annoying guy. It's hysterical.
He was really good at that, because I literally wrote a note like, oh my god, we have to see Ned every day. I'm not gonna make it. Like
I did. So I know we should kind of go scene by scene, but I kept thinking
like, hard.
Oh no, are we gonna have the same fucking interaction?
Our Groundhog Day?
And I just have to watch Bill Murray, like, spoof, because I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And thank God the movie's like, no. We're not gonna do that to you.
Yeah.
We're gonna change it up. But Bill Murray's such a dickhead. And like literally the first 30, 40 minutes, I'm like, I don't care about this guy.
So, yes, he is a dickhead.
He's a creeper.
But I don't know. I felt like once the Groundhog's Day stuff got up and running, I was kind of like, he's getting his comeuppance. So I'm a little like, it's not that bad because
it's like
it's
the
not
beast
like
in the castle. Like the witch comes and is like, "You're a dick, so here's your spell."
Yeah,
it would be very cool if we actually saw the witch that did this.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
maybe it's Andie MacDowell.
Okay, that would be fucking a plot twist. I'd love that.
Or Chris Elliott.
I wondered if it was the homeless man, where I was like, did the homeless man, because he didn't like help him the first day, was like, I put a curse on you, but then he like didn't, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't know. And then I thought,
and we don't know. Yeah,
sorry.
No, go.
Okay, did you ever watch a show called 100 or 1,000 Deeds of Andie MacDowell?
No.
Wait, not Andie MacDowell. That might not be the name of it, but it was a Nickelodeon show about a man who sucked and he got turned into a dog, and the only way he turns back into a human is he has to do 1,000 good deeds. And I was like, is that what we're doing? Like, he has to like get the check boxes of like good deeds? Because we don't really ever find out why the day changes at the end.
We don't find out why it happens.
No.
We don't find out why it changes. And You're right. And he didn't even like do the religious, like he didn't even do that. He didn't, which I would like appreciate.
Yeah, thank God. Oh my God.
It was very much, and what I also liked in the beginning is he was like, I need to go to a doctor.
Yeah.
Like something's wrong with my head. Or, because he gets hit in the head with the shovel.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
And I thought, oh, did something, but then he went to the doctor and they're like, you're good, bro.
Yeah, and he did like blow up in a car, and I was like, I guess if he bonked his head, that would have undone it, right? I don't know. Didn't do that. So that was the most unrealistic part of the movie, is that man got a same day doctor appointment. Okay. All right. X-rays same day? I don't think so.
Nope.
Psychiatrist same day? No way.
I thought you were going to say how he took Puxatony Phil off the cliff, like Thelma and Louise style, and then Chris Elliott is like, he might be okay, and then it blows up and he goes, probably not, and he has no reaction. He's so deadpan. I'm like, this is so fucking funny.
I was laughing so fucking hard. And the groundhog driving a car. I mean, like, why don't we have more animals driving cars, guys?
I read that Bill Murray got bit twice by groundhog. And he had to get rabies vaccine.
I got it. I mean, we say it's the best year for movies, but I'm sorry. It's like really,
it's true.
It's really the best year for movies because Bill Murray got bit by a fucking groundhog. Oh my God.
Too.
I love that so much.
Can you imagine him beefing with Harold Ramis while he's getting his rabies vaccine? And Harold Ramis is like, well, you're a dickhead, so I had it bite you.
Oh, it's so fucking real.
But, okay, so the one thing this movie did really right is right when you were going to get annoyed of the same fucking character or spiel.
Yeah.
They, like, knew when to change it up. And you were like, oh, thank God.
Yes.
What was your favorite day?
Oh, like, God.
If you had to pick one of them.
I mean, there were a couple I liked. I think the one that I maybe appreciated the most was when he like first tried to tell Andie MacDowell's character about the day, and he was framing it as like, I'm a god. Like, I think that's like what it is. And she was like, what? And he was like, yeah, like, I just, like, know everything that's gonna happen and nothing bad can happen to me. And, I mean, he's like, I'm not saying I'm the god, but he's like, but maybe that guy was just around a bunch of years and he just learned everything that was gonna happen like I am. So he's like, so maybe. And I was like, wow, damn, like, this should be taught in philosophical classes. I don't know. Philosophy.
I mean, there's a grayness to that, right?
Yeah.
All knowing and, predicting.
Well, and also, like, not to be, like, the realist in this 1993 Harold Ramis comedy movie with Bill Murray, but, like, people's memories, I don't know, some of the stuff that he remembered, I was like, maybe you really do remember literally all this shit, but that's a lot of shit to remember.
But that's why I thought it was
like that.
70 years.
Yeah, well, that actually would make more sense. Yeah.
And I don't know. I really, honestly, the day that he, like, went into the bar and, like, the drunk guys were like, what do you mean you never wake up with a hangover?
Yeah.
And like, there's no consequences. Then Bill Murray was like, let's fucking do a police chase.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun. I was like, that's kind of funny.
It kind of had like circa, what was that year, like 2011, 2012, like YOLO vibes. Like it was like, YOLO, you only live once. JK, I live all the time. I do whatever I want and I'll be back and it's fine.
Well, and I was intrigued too when he like went down the love path and then he was like, oh, I'll have Andie sleep over. And I was like, oh, that's gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's gonna wake up next, she's gonna work. And then when she didn't, I was like, damn.
But she had never slept over with him until the final night.
Well, I thought they tried and then she like disappeared. The first time he slept with her?
The first time I thought she left.
Oh, see, I thought like it was like magic.
Oh, wait, now I don't know. No, because she got like creeped out by him and I was like, correct. It's
the love plot, to be honest, I'm like, it's one day. She's not gonna like, I mean, first of all, it's a coworker.
Yeah.
And he's a reputation of a dickhead. And all of a sudden she changes her tune in what, like 4 hours?
She did.
I don't.
It's a little Love Actually. We do need to contact HR.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Yeah. And I didn't really understand, like, I was like, why do you want to be in love with her? Like, you made fun of her the whole beginning of the movie. So, and she doesn't like do anything different. Like, she's literally always herself.
Always.
But like just now he's like, hey, even though I fucking hated how you were, now I'm into it. And I was like, but why? Like,
not only am I so into it,
like
this is what he got creepy, is he's like, I'm gonna like study you.
Oh, that scene where he was like, what do you want to drink? And then he like, oh, it was creepy.
Do you ever watch random videos of people who get like interviewed in the street and it's like couples?
Yes.
And there's like a fairly famous one where it was like, and who knows if this is all a lie, but it just felt so eerily weird. I was like, this probably happens a lot. The girlfriend was like, I like put like Nair shampoo or something. That's why he doesn't have hair. Okay, now that sounds crazy in itself. But then the like husband or boyfriend ups the ante and he's like, I've actually met you like 15 years ago or something. And he like, it comes to find out he like stalked her the whole time and then like met her pretending he didn't know her. And then like, it's very Something About Mary. And honestly, I was like, this is probably giving dudes like a lot of ideas. Like,
I don't like it.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, gross.
First of all, that sounds like the plot of The Notebook. So that's how I feel about that. Second of all, is this considered gaslighting what he's doing? Does that fit the it does, right?
It does, because
he's like,
unless he reminds her every day that he knows the day before, and some days he's not going to do it.
He's not.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Also, the love part, I was like, men. Bill Murray is not attractive.
No.
I don't get why he's like the love interest. I don't. She's so beautiful.
Andie MacDowell, forever and always, is cursed to be stalked and harassed during the winter by men. What? Who are like, what is she in Groundhog's Day? Like, did she sign a Groundhog's Day contract and this is what happens? Because I don't like it.
I tell you.
I don't.
But that's the one thing. I'm like, Bill Murray's like, he's funny. I get his humor. It's very unique. It's like, it has its place. But I'm like, why do you always get like Sigourney Weaver? Like, why do you always get the hottest women? Like, fuck, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. And it's just like I'm like looking at my notes. There's a lot of random sexual harassment moments. But I did like him better when he kind of obviously
trying.
Accepted his fate, but also like you said, there was just a lot of variety. That was like funny. Like the one scene where he's watching Jeopardy with all the old people and he's like saying the answers before they happen and they're all like, ah, and then
clapping. They start clapping.
Yeah, I was like, this is realistic. I get that. And then when he fucking like gets the piano lessons and I was like, oh, I mean, that would be the best use of your repeating day by day by day is to like learn some new skills and hobbies.
Yeah.
You know? So I like that too.
Well, and get it from like someone who could teach him.
Yeah.
And like, it's the coolest thing.
I mean, like, what skill or hobby would you want to hone?
I was just thinking about that.
I feel like I'd want to do like dancing, like hip hop dance or something.
Oh my God, yes.
Right?
Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that if one day you had this repeated day for a couple years.
Oh, God.
The exact same age.
Oh, jeez.
And one day you just come out and you just fucking bust a move.
Just like a Missy Elliott
nobody
music video.
knows what's happening. You do like the worm, you do like the craziest shit ever and die.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, as a kid, I've always wanted to like be like a really like professional rollerblader.
Okay.
But like on like
you could be.
But on like X Games ramps, not
oh
like
my God.
not like skating like Barbie,
shit.
like how cool would it be to go down a big ass ramp and like do flips and come down?
That'd be cool.
But like if you were never gonna die the next day, it'd be like the greatest sport because you could just like, you know, break some legs and then they're healed the next
you're
day.
all good. That's true.
Although I did think, well, bro, even if you like try to end your life or whatever, doesn't it still hurt?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
Right?
I think so. And I don't know why. I thought there was going to be a lot more of like that part of the movie where he kept trying to like kill himself multiple times.
It was quick.
There really wasn't. Yeah, it was only like twice maybe. And one was with the groundhog that bit him. So that wasn't too bad.
When he goes down to the fucking Mrs. Lancaster and he takes the toaster and he runs back up to his fucking room. I'm like,
damn.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, he does, I think the thing that's also really, really fascinating is he's like, oh, this stupid town and these small-minded idiot people, blah, blah, blah. And then he just basically spends years and years and years with them and knows them all, you know.
Love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he calls them like, I think he calls them like Hicks, maybe. Because like Andie MacDowell's like, isn't this great? Like people like camped out for this groundhog, which like I think is real.
I think we should do that one year.
Okay, I had a coworker who went there, and when you go there, they sell groundhog hats. So she has like a groundhog hat, which is like a winter hat, but it has a groundhog head on it. And I was like, I fucking want that. She's like, you gotta go.
How did the groundhog like PR machine? All we want to do is get rid of groundhogs, okay?
Whoa.
Like we don't want them under our like. You know, remember there was a period in time where it was like, don't have them in your lawns and get rid of your groundhog and call animal control. And then one motherfucker's like, you know what? I'm the one to predict the weather. How the hell did that happen?
Puxatawny Phil is a dad. He has a wife. He's trying to start a family, and he still has to do this shit. And he has to deal with Bill Murray. Okay? I just don't know. How long do groundhogs live? This can't be the same, Puxatawny. There's no way.
I'm Googling.
He's older than me. Like, we do need the history on Groundhog Day, and I want you to also find out where the apostrophe S went, because I'll never get over it.
The first official mention of Groundhog Day is from 1840.
Oh my God. Is he living in Groundhog's Day forever and ever? He never ages? Who put a curse on him?
It's from Pennsylvania Dutch immigrants who brought their traditions of using animals to predict the weather. Oh, how important are immigrants?
I mean,
so important it's our whole country.
Literally, we're a melting pot, okay?
Oh my God. Ancient European weather lore, they used to use the sacred bear or badger to predict the weather. Oh my God. Okay, how
all right,
old
but also, while you Google that, I also didn't know that, and I don't know if it's still done this way, I really thought for the Puxatawny Phil, I thought he gets to come out of his little hole and look around. He doesn't get to do that. Some man just shoves his hands in there and yanks the groundhog in the air, and then the humans
like Simba
kind of make up and are like, well, this is what he saw. And I was like, he didn't even have time. He can't even stand up for himself because you put him in air jail. Okay, he's a groundhog. Like, this is his day. I'm pissed. Like, I'm gonna boycott. I'm just upset by it. I'm so mad. Why is it like that?
Oh God, I love it. Next Groundhog Day, we're going. I
will make a protest, a little sign. Let them look at a shadow. Keep them out of air jail.
No air jail.
No air
I was
jail.
like, what? Wow. Yeah, I don't, to your point, I don't know how to break this movie down. Like, it's too hard to go scene by scene. Bill Murray is definitely riffing half of the movie.
Yeah.
The only lesson you learn is like, with age comes wisdom, and peace and contentment. Or like just humans are innately flawed, but want to ultimately do the right thing? ?
Yeah. Because that was another thing. It wasn't the type of movie where he was upset and mad entirely in the beginning. Like, he was kind of confused, and then he was like, woo, let's be YOLO reckless. And then he kind of was like, just, I don't know, not like mad, but he was like, oh, I guess I'll steal money and then be rich for a day. And like, that's fun. Like, he was having fun, and then it would like just go back and forth a lot, which I liked, because that also felt real, where I was like, I mean, perspectives change. And that was a whole nother big theme of the movie, was all these different characters. There's always like conversations about like he asked a lot of people, he's like, what would you do if like you just kept living the same day? Hypothetically, of course. And everyone's like, wow, what a great question. And I was like, I mean, I'd probably do some of the same stuff in this movie, I guess. I wouldn't try to fall in love with somebody, though, but I don't know.
But ultimately, if you're seeing the same person every day for years and years and years, it's like, well,
maybe
it happens.
Could happen. I also,
but I wouldn't actively seek it out.
No. I also thought it was interesting, he never left the town. And I wondered if that was part of it, where I was like, is this like some purgatory where like, if you leave the town, then you're free of the curse?
That is so freaking brilliant. I didn't even think, why didn't he never leave?
He never leaves. And in the beginning, they're kind of like, there's a horrible snowstorm and everyone's trapped. And I'm like, yeah, but that's like later in the day. Like, what if like right when he woke up, he got in a car and like drove out of town? Like,
yeah, like the other direction.
Yeah.
To like, I don't know,
somewhere.
Freaking Mexico.
Yeah.
He could be on a plane to Japan.
Yeah. I mean, can you get to Japan in one day? I don't know. What happens?
Probably not.
All right.
Oh my God, how funny would that be? Is he always gets like sucked back to
He's
the bed.
like, no.
And he's like, God damn it, I was about to be on Mount
there.
Fuji.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the other thing of reading, like, what's the message of Groundhog Day? And just change, Like, I don't know, it's kind of lame, but as you do get older, it's like, oh, you gotta change this shit up. It gets, like, fucking boring.
You can't be Bill Murray every day, all day for the rest of your life. Sometimes
I got you, baby.
Sometimes you gotta be someone else,
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta play the piano at a party that I didn't know what party that was, but everybody was there. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It made me think. And I didn't think I'd be thinking during Groundhog Day.
What did you think? Or you just
I thought it was just going to be I know it's not 80s, but I thought it was going to be like kind of that vibe, like Bill Murray comedy. Like, I didn't think it was like, there was more to it than that.
Yeah. Yep.
No.
Every day is a gift, and how you use it is up to you. That's your destiny. Wow. Okay. Were there any other like conspiracy theories you read though? I just thought the fact that him and Harold Ramis like having that tiff was hysterical.
That is fucking crazy.
So Puxatawny, Pennsylvania is like not that cutesy, so it's not actually filmed there, but I feel like most movies aren't.
Yeah.
It's filmed in Woodstock, Illinois.
Wow.
And
they also called the place Gobbler's Knob. That was like the congregation place for the groundhog. And I was like, I hate that. Get that out of my face.
Oh my God. Oh, Michael Keaton was also going to lead in this, which I thought he'd probably be pretty good.
I think he'd be good at that. Yeah. Cause he was early 90s. Yeah. He was still around, I believe. He was like more in the 80s maybe, but.
Okay. Ramis said that it's about 10 years and then flip-flop to 30. 10 years.
Okay. Hold on.
Yo, this movie made so much money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the 10th highest grossing film. That can't still be right.
Oh my God. Was it because TBS bought it to show it nonstop on Groundhog's Day?
I was just going to say, I feel like, we remember how we talked about It's a Wonderful Life was always on?
Yeah. And A Christmas Story.
Because of the rights.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I wonder if they like messed with something like that. And they were like, yeah, you all can have it. And then it just kept going on and on and on. Damn.
That's crazy. Okay, hold on. We need to talk about the 10 years now that you said that.
Okay.
He keeps his memories, but nothing else about his body ages?
Nothing. And I'll tell you, 10 years, oof.
When let's
get rough it up.
Okay, let's get a little neuroscience-y here, because when your brain memories, okay, yeah, they're stored in parts of your brain, but also there's neurotransmitters and neurons that have to form to get us there. And you're telling me he did 10 years of forming all these memories, but magically his brain didn't age 10 years? Because this man's gonna have Alzheimer's in like 2 days. All right. I don't believe it.
Honestly, that would be the 2025 version, is he just had Alzheimer's the whole time. And that was actually what made it Groundhog.
Now
that's a bad joke.
I'm just thinking of that meme where it's like an old lady who's like, who like says something, and then the younger person's like, all right, grandma, let's get you to bed. It's like Bill Murray, like, I keep living the same day. All right, Bill Murray, let's get you to bed. All right.
I mean, I'm with you. I was thinking that. I'm like, you're telling me he's going to drink his face off and he wakes up just like perky as ever? He eats a stack of pancakes. He feels great the next day.
Well, and that was one part I was kind of like, I would be eating all the food for at least
Sunday.
One of the days. I'd be like, let's do a little taste test, you know?
Absolutely.
China buffet. Let's give it a go.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I don't know if we're there yet, but like, I am curious. Would you tell people to watch it?
Honestly, yeah, I would.
Yeah, it's kind of like deeper than I realized.
Yeah. And you got to get past the like annoying stuff in the beginning, but it's quick. Like you're not hanging out there too long, thankfully.
Yeah. And Bill Murray, I'm like, it's Bill Murray. Like you're gonna get one actor. You're not gonna get like a dynamic new personality.
Yes, very true.
So
yeah. Well. Best year for movies. Wow. I tell you what, okay?
It really is.
Wow. Well, Bridge, I have the next pick. Unfortunately, it's not from that year. But I believe we're staying in the 90s. We did not do this movie. I had to like triple check. I was like, did we do this movie?
Oh.
We did not do this movie.
Which, thanks to our sister Mary, she created a long spreadsheet that we could actually search, filter if we've actually done.
It's on Letterboxd, right?
Something like that.
Okay. I believe so.
I don't remember it. I just go back and find it, the text she sent.
I believe it's that. Yeah, check that out, y'all. It's on there. You can also just like click like subscribe and then like you'll know everything.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, if you don't want to go on there. So we're going to 1999. This is rated PG-13. This is not horror, but there's some spoopy parts.
Oh, God.
But it's considered psychological drama, psychological thriller, suspense, mystery, drama, mystery, thriller. It's a little redundant, but that's what IMDb tells us. This, actually, like Groundhog's Day, this was written and directed by the same person, and I will not tell you who that is because you will figure it out. We've done movies with, I think, a couple of these actors, definitely the main one. This movie was very, not shocking, but it had a twist that, like, blew people's minds at the time. And I think nowadays people are like, we're on to you, writer-director. We know your shtick.
I might know it.
Oh, you want to take a guess?
With that big twist at the end and we haven't done it yet?
Yeah.
Is it I See Dead People?
Yeah! The Sixth Sense!
Whoa!
This is written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan, Philadelphia native. Whoop whoop! One sentence is, after being shot by a resentful former patient whom he failed to help, a Philadelphia child psychologist seeks redemption by treating a young boy with a disturbing secret. You know, I would have left some stuff out of that sentence personally, but who cares? It's fine. We got Bruce Willis. We got Haley Joel Osment, little guy.
Toni Collette, my fave.
Toni Collette is a scream queen.
I love her.
Love her so much. She's so great. We have a young Misha Barton, who's the girl that gets like poisoned, like Munchausen by her mom.
Oh my god.
Spoiler alert. Donnie Wahlberg's the guy who shoots him, so that's weird, but
oh god.
Yeah. And there's other people too, but
I do remember when this film came out, we all were like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, whoa!
Oh my god. We've never ever been shocked like that in our lives. And it was great.
You know,
it was a time to be alive.
I'm trying to think too, like, what is a modern day equivalent to that where it was like shocking? Like, whoa, the twist.
It's been a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Know what it was? The Kristen Bell show where The Good Place. That was
I guess.
But what do you mean you guess?
I mean, okay, sure.
Oh, did you see that coming?
No, I just mean like it's not a movie. I meant like a movie. Like it's like a movie that I think a twist. I think like a lot of horror movies maybe could fit the bill, but not horror movies. I don't know, because this was
iconic.
Yeah, this is like more thrillery, but there's definitely some spoopy part. Like you see blood. All right.
Oh my god.
There's blood.
I haven't seen this in so long.
Well, you're gonna go back to Philly. See what's happening.
Haley Joel Osment, you little munchkin.
Oh my god, so little guy. This is an 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb.
I feel like he looks so different now as an adult.
Yeah.
Like his face is exactly the same, but he's like such a different vibe.
Yeah, it's weird.
He
like aged, you know.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my god, but he looks exactly the same, but not. Wow. Okay, we're gonna be back again, just like Groundhog Day.
We'll be back.
This time we're adding new content, and it's a Sixth Sense.
Woo!
Wow. See you there, folks.
Bridge.
Yeah.
I just want to say,
oh yeah.
if you and I were reliving the same day over and over and over, I would make sure we record an episode a day, at least a movie a day. If there's 10 years,
oh my God,
we're hitting them all, you know? And I'd somehow have them transcend time. And we would just get the biggest following, you know? We'd get all the likes because they'd be like, wow, these girls are dedicated.
They'd be like, they've been doing this for 10 years, but they uploaded in one day.
And then I would also start a Reddit thread to be like, how did this happen? Someone save them. I do that for you and our podcast.
Oh my God.
I love you and our podcast.
Wow. I love that. I don't know how to top that.
All right.
But I will say that if this happened to us, the immediate thing I'm doing is I'm going out to LA to get some famous hip hop dance instructor bring back and teach you how to bust a fucking move, Kate. So you'll be a rock star.
Okay, like that, and I'd be open to tap. If I'm doing jazz and lyrical, I gotta get Abby Lee Miller from Dance Moms in there. She's gonna make me cry, but it's fine. We can handle it for a day. Yeah, like
I would get like a 6-pack of abs by just watching you and then watching her yell at you, and then watching you laugh or yell back. I would have rock hard abs. I'd be laughing so fucking hard.
Oh God. Oh
my God.
Listeners, if you also would like to hone your dance skills in your never-ending purgatory day, because like why not? You know, get some new talent. All right, expand your skills. Your brain's apparently working. I don't know.
Crazy.
And if you think that Bill Murray getting bit by 2 groundhogs is the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
So fucking funny.
And deserved. And thank you to the groundhogs. Thank you. And if you think that, like, Harold Ramis, what a shining star in our lifetime. Very sad he's gone too soon. Okay, we love him. I know he's hanging out with probably those groundhogs who are definitely dead. We never looked up how long groundhogs live, but I don't think they're alive anymore. So, yeah, if you think all that, you should write us a review. We love reviews. We love written reviews. You can review us on Apple Podcasts, along with some other podcasting apps. And we also have a website, sisterswhoseenit.com. On our website, you can request a movie. So there is a form you can fill out. Your request goes on the list, and we look at the list every now and then, and we will do it eventually. And Bridge, what else can they do on our website?
Give us money,
Woo!
Which we will give to the homeless man that we will see every day on the street.
Definitely. Yeah.
And then merchandise, which we will wear every day when we do a movie a day for 10 years.
Yes.
In a row.
It's never ending.
And then everyone can wear our shirts, and we'll just take over the town. The whole diner. We'll have our shirt.
I'm going to canvas. I'm going to hang up posters because I have so much time every day. So much time to go do that, you know?
I love it.
Yeah. Yes. So check all that out, listeners. And we hope to hear from you. All right. Well, we'll see you all next week for The Sixth Sense. We will see dead people. Dead people will Oh, it's gonna be so good.
All right, bye-bye. I love you.
I love you. Bye-bye.
I got you, babe.
See you tomorrow,
Bye-bye.
maybe.
I love you. It'll be tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Sisters Who've Seen It. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out our website at sisterswho'veseenit.com, where you can email us, request movies to be reviewed, and keep up to date with all things sisters. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you next week.